Hi friends, this is Ben and John with my smart team at Exit Realty First. We are super excited to bring you another weekly update. Today we're just talking about one quick event, and then we want to mention something that's kind of a big deal in Michigan because we have weather that's not moderate. It's kind of to one extreme and then to the other extreme, and we experience seasons. So what does that mean for the house that you buy?
Sometimes it's all in the same day.
Right, yeah. So quickly, we want to just mention that in Jackson, we do this wonderful thing called Nite lights. And if you have not been there, down at MIS, right?
Yes.
You take the whole 2-mile track and deck it out with Christmas lights. It's a great thing. My kids, we've cruised through a few neighborhoods in previous years just looking at awesome houses with Christmas lights. Nite lights is a wonderful experience for kids really of all ages. Kicks off at 5:30 every night at MIS and goes until pretty late at night. So if you have kids, you'll have plenty of time to get there. Check it out. Go down to MIS. It's a wonderful, absolutely incredible event for you and your family to experience all the way up until December 31st.
December 31st.
Yeah.
So if you can't make it tonight, you still have a few other nights to
Yeah,
do.
you have an option or two left. So today we also want to talk about something that we really value in our team, and that is energy efficiency inside of a home, and just knowing the areas in a house that make it efficient versus a house that is inefficient. John, you experienced that recently, a house that was inefficient.
Yep. My daughter and son-in-law purchased a house in the Chicago area and have come to the sad realization they must replace the windows. And my guess is that there's probably zero insulation in the walls. So that was going to need to be done as well, just to make a comfortable living environment and not be spending a lot of money in energy cost. So save money and you make the environment more comfortable.
Yeah.
So we went to a class actually just a little less than a year ago and earned our green designee. We learned a ton of stuff there.
So much.
Just replacing windows may not be the best thing. You may have good quality windows, they may not be properly sealed. So you need to make sure that the windows are sealed well. One of the things that fosters that is to have an energy audit done. Consumers does one that's free, but there are also some people out that you can hire to do that and know where you can get the best bang for the buck.
Right.
So there are a lot of things you can do to make your home more energy efficient. So windows is one, insulate the walls as well as maybe a couple feet of insulation in the attic, things like that. Rim joist sealing.
Yeah, so the big words in energy efficiency are air sealing, so you don't want air leaking out around windows, under doors, through the wall by not having proper insulation, and then insulating. Think of a jacket, a winter jacket. You have the windproof exterior, and then you have the thick padding that actually keeps the heat in, and both of those are important to have that windproof, so the air sealing, and then the insulating actually adds the warmth in. But if you have a warm jacket that's not windproof, then the wind just cuts right through and it's practically useless. So those are two huge things. But another area that you can add efficiency to your house is actually just by replacing lights. And I know that a lot of people know that alternate lights exist as opposed to incandescent lights that have the filament. There are compact fluorescent lights, the spiral lights, and then also LED lights. They're a little bit more expensive, but they last for like 10 or 15 years, sometimes longer than that. The lights just are absolutely incredible, so you'll never have to replace a light bulb. Your energy costs will be so much lower. But when it comes to living green, it's not necessarily about lower energy bills all the time, because the word that you said that is so crazy true is to make a comfortable living environment. An efficient home is not an uncomfortable home. To live green doesn't mean that you're living in the freezing cold in winter or in the blazing hot in summer. It means that you have a house that does the work for you so that you don't have hot spots or cold spots in the house, so that your house from floor to floor is balanced. We actually have a listing that's coming up on the market. They had a new trunk line installed in the house to take care of some of the inefficiencies in the house. So a trunk line is the thing that goes from the furnace and shoots up to the second floor and has a huge huge air capacity. It's a new duct line that allows a lot of air to go to your second floor. So by adding a bigger, more high capacity trunk line, there is more even airflow and the furnace has to work less hard to heat the house.
The magic in that is the air circulation, the air movement. If you have a big capacity furnace, but there's no trunk line or no way to get the cold air back, the furnace
doesn't
runs.
Yeah.
It doesn't do what it's intended to do. So having the airflow, the air movement is huge.
Yeah.
This house has that. Also has new windows and it's been insulated.
Yeah. And every single light bulb in it is LED.
Every
too.
one, yeah. So it'll be a very energy efficient home and very affordable. One of the things that we're a little bit behind on Michigan here, in Michigan, is energy efficient mortgages. Some people are beginning to understand those and make progress towards adopting that process. Lenders realize that a buyer can afford more of a mortgage if utility costs are less. So that's a good thing, and that's probably enough for today.
Yeah. So if you want to learn more about green living, what that means for you, how it impacts you, or if you want to work with a realtor who knows how you can live green and help you go and find a house that is truly green, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you. Well, until next week, we are Ben and John, and through next week, we'll even be Ben and John. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.